Hello, this lesson is about, well, I read a book. Well, it's called How to Find Success, but I read a book by Viktor Frankl, who's a survivor of I think, Auschwitz and the other death camps in Nazi Germany. He survived and he wrote a book about his experiences called Man's Search for Meaning. It's a really good book. Certainly the first half is really good. Second half is kind of for doctors and psychiatrists, but the first half is really, really good. And so I wrote this kind of about that. But anyway, I'm going to ask three questions at the end of this lesson, so you can maybe think about it as I'm talking about it now. Number one, do you think much about success? Number two, when have you experienced happiness? And number three, do you have an answer to the question of what is the meaning of life, or what is the meaning of your life? Wow, difficult, right? Don't worry, this is difficult. So, okay, Viktor Frankl, he lived from 1905 to 1997, and he was a psychiatrist, a doctor of um, mental health, basically. And he published 39 books, but his best one was Man's Search for Meaning. Um, he made some interesting points in that, very interesting points in that. What he said was a quote from him is, "Don't aim at success. The more you aim at it and make it a target, the more you're going to miss it." So it's the same as happiness. It cannot be pursued. Success or happiness is a side effect of one's dedication to a cause greater than oneself. What that means is it's very hard to have a success if you say, I must be a success. I must make lots of money. I must do something. Better is to be dedicated, to be following a life, trying to do the right thing, and accidentally success will come to you. I think in his book, if I remember right, he talked about people have different meanings for their own life. For example, in the death camps, some people's meaning for life was to stay alive long enough to see their husband or their wife who'd been taken away, or to stay alive to meet their children, or I can't remember the exact thing, but each person has a certain meaning. And if they have a meaning, they have a good chance to make it. They keep fighting each day. The prisoners who lost all meaning and lost all hope, they died very quickly. So his lesson from that was it's important to have a meaning, but it almost doesn't matter what that meaning is, as long as you have something that you are working for, um, and you do it long term. You do it a long time. So, and you need to listen to your conscience. Conscience is your sense of right and wrong. So try to do the right thing, not the wrong thing. It's not easy. So anyway, I don't have the answers. Maybe you don't have the answers, but it is a very interesting book, and the idea that humans can survive very, very difficult times if they have a belief in something. It doesn't have to be religious. It could be very scientific, but you have to have a will to continue. I think that's what he is. I think that's the main point. Anyway, have a look at the book. So I'm just looking at the vocabulary. Psychiatrist is a doctor of uh, mental thinking, how we think. Like Freud was a famous psychiatrist. The Holocaust is the time when the Nazis arrested lots of Jews and put them in concentration camps. Concentration camp is a prison camp where they work you to death. Autobiographical means a story that tells a true story about yourself. What else is here? Unintended side effect means an accidental uh, um, problem for you. If you take painkillers, an accidental side effect can be it makes you sleepy. That's a side effect. Dedication means sticking to something continuously, not giving up. Conscience is your sense of right and wrong. And long run, the long run means long term in over a long period of time. Short term or long term or long run. In the long run, we say. Woo! Now, do you remember those three questions? Let me remind you. Number one, do you think much about success? Number two, when have you experienced happiness? And number three, do you have an answer to the question of what is the meaning of life? Good luck. Okay, thank you very much. See you again.